All right, guys, quartiles and interquartile range, or IQR. Let me say that again, quartiles and interquartile range. This is on page 51. Okay, so take a second, underline what you think is important, and then come back to us and highlight. Boom! I'm so excited because we finally have the how-tos again, right? So quartiles, that root word right here, that is as in a quarter, right? So we're looking at the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, right? So quartiles is what we're looking at. The how-to find quartiles, the data set must be placed in order from smallest to largest. So let's write that down. Order from smallest to largest. Right. So that's step one. Step two, after that, right? It says divide the data set into two halves by finding the median. So find the median. Right? Find the median. If you don't remember how to find the median, that is like in our first notes, right? So let's go back. Here we go. Median. Order from least to greatest, right? Same thing. Find the middle number. If there are two middle numbers, you add and divide by 2. These should be in your math notes too. If you don't have them, feel free to pause, copy it down, read through the median so that you know what's going on, right? Because math is super connected. And if you don't know how to find the median, then you're going to struggle with quartiles and interquartile ranges. And let's move on. Let's go back. Try 51. Here we go. Okay. So find the median, right? We know how to find the median. We place it in order, you find the middle number. If there are two middle numbers, you find the mean of those two numbers, meaning you add them and divide by both numbers. Okay, we're gonna do some practice. So that's find the median, right? Then step 3, because you want the quartiles, right? So median would be the halfway point, second quarter, halfway point. Then to find the quartiles, you want to find median of upper and lower halves, right, of the data set, right? So looking at this, they gave us this data set right here. Step 1, what they did was they put it in order, right, from least to greatest, smallest to largest, okay? So putting it in from least to greatest, then what they do is, what I would do is I would just cross them out, right? So from here to here, one on this side, 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 one on this one. Then you find the median, right? So that's that middle number. Again, if there's two of them, you add them and divide by 2 to find like what's in the middle of those two numbers. Okay, so that's step 2 is find the median. Step 3, find the median of the first part and the second part. So if this is my middle number, this is my median, I'm now finding the median of the first half and the second half. Okay, so here, if I cross out from each side, right, so from the outside moving in, or I would cover it with my fingers, right, so that I don't have to make it super messy. But if we look at this, I have two middle numbers. So what did they do? They added them together and divided by 2. Or you just find the middle number between those two numbers, right? So what's between 7 and 9? 8, right? Or if we add them together, 7 plus 9 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. That is your median of the lower half. Upper half. Feel free to pause and rewind if I'm going too quickly. Okay, upper half, same thing, right? So covering each side, there's one, there's two middle numbers. So what do? We find the number that's in the middle of those two numbers, right? So same thing, in between 32 and 36 is the number 34. We can also do 32 plus 36 divided by 2. 32 plus 36 is 68 divided by 2 is going to give you 34. That is your median of the upper half, right? So we would say for this, and I want you guys to definitely put this in the note, for this data set, Q1, quartile 1, is 8. The median is 14. And the quartile 3, the third quartile, is going to be 34, right? So we're like cutting in half, and then we're cutting in half, and then we're cutting in half. Okay, it's pretty simple, right? Next part, the interquartile range, right? So here, let's write some notes on here. I love the how-tos, right? It is calculated by, right? So this is how to subtract. So interquartile, IQR, interquartile range, right? You take Q3, you minus Q1, right? Subtract the first quartile from the third quartile. So what did they do? They took 34, subtracted 8. So the IQR is, Q3 is 34, Q1 is 8, subtract them. This gives you 26. This is your interquartile range. Okay, so let's review. Quartiles, right? So the first quarter, the median is the halftime, right? Second quarter. Third quarter, what you gotta do is you order it from smallest to largest, cut it in half. That's your median, right? Cut it in half again. That's your first quartile. Cut it in half again. That's your third quartile, right? Interquartile range. So it's the range in your quartiles, interquartile, so within those quartiles. So you take your third quartile, subtract your first quartile, boom, interquartile range. Okay, let's do some practice problems, and then you will be done. And one of your homework problems is on this as well. Okay, good luck.